Hi crafters, this is Cindy B with MrsBsCraftroom.blogspot.com with episode 9 in my Saturday video series. Today we're going to be making a Halloween treat box. We are going to be using the wildcard cartridge to create the actual box. On this cartridge, it's on page, 80, and we're going to be making the box with the window cut in it. So for this particular one, I'm not using my gypsy. I'm going to use fit to page. So let's talk about how that works. I'm going to be using this cute little 8.5 by 11 paper. So I'm going to, making sure that the blade is in the upper right hand corner, I'm then going to go on the keypad and hit set paper size. So when I do that, and that key is right here, set paper size. And when I do that, over on, let's do it again. So set paper size, and on my little window there, it tells me the size of paper. Now what I'm going to do is select fit to page, and then I'm going to select my image, which is actually 49 on the keypad, which is second to the last. So we'll select that, and then we'll see in the little screen that it comes up. And I'm going to hit OK, because at this point I want to know how big it's going to make my box. And it's telling me it's going to make it at 6 1/4. So what I usually do is go ahead and dial my paper so I don't forget. My dial size is 6 1/4. So now I know that when I make the layered pieces for the box, it's at 6 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and push cut. It's calculating, and it's going to cut out the box. Okay, so I have the box cut out, and next thing I'm going to do is cut a couple of layers for the box. So I'm going to use this orange cardstock. I'm going to load the mat in, and for this one I'm going to take off the fit to page, but if you remember, we've already dialed in our size, which is 6 1/4, which is what the box cut out at. So what I'm going to do this time, let's get a picture here for you. We're going to cut the liner for the box, which is this one right here, the liner. So on the Cricut keypad, we're going to select liner, and then the same number 49. So if we go over and look in our window, we see that there's the liner, and it's at 6 1/4. Now I want 2 of those cut, and you'll see why in a moment. So let's go ahead and put the quantity button on. And I'm not quite sure, I don't remember. Oh, it's set at quantity 9. If you look in your window, you'll see that. That's too many. I only need 2. So we'll change that. And we will hit cut, and it's going to cut out our layers. Okay, now I'm switched cartridges over to Mini Monsters, and this is the cartridge, and we'll be cutting the ghost out on page 42, and I'll be cutting the actual shadow image. I don't want to have, since I'm not using my gypsy to do the hide contour, I want to use the shadow so it doesn't cut out any of the little eyes and mouth. I want to use my Peachy Keen stamps for that. So let's go ahead and cut him, and I think I'm going to cut him at 2 1/2. So going to the Cricut, we're going to select the base shadow, and then select the ghost image. And we'll see he comes up in the image screen there, but I'm going to change the dial down to 2 1/2. So we'll go ahead and press cut. Okay, so now we're done cutting all of our pieces out. This is what the box looks like, and I have already scored the lines using my Martha Stewart score pad. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of these up. Let's see. I'm just going to, using my bone folder, just crease all of these lines. Now this was a cute box. I didn't even realize it was on the wild card cartridge until I started playing around with it, and it really is a really cute box. Okay, so now that we have the box all scored, before I put it together, you'll notice there was a cutout in the center. I want to go ahead and put some acetate around that on the inside. So what I do, because supplies are expensive and I'm fairly cheap, I like to use recycled material. So this is from one of my Cricut cartridges that I purchased, the plastic that comes around that cartridge, and I basically just cut it out, cut the corners out, and then take the top and the bottom and I reuse it later. So let's see, let's cut off the sides here and get us a flat piece. Sometimes I cut the sides off before I use it, sometimes it just depends. But usually I just throw it in a pile until I'm ready to use it. Alright, so now for this project, I'm going to hold up one of the cutouts that came from the layers that we've cut at the 6 1/4 inch size on our box. This is the inside of it. So I'm going to hold up that onto the acetate and basically just cut around that a little bit larger. I'm not going to be real super careful because I'm going to cover up some of this on the inside of the box with one of the layers that we've cut out, so it'll look nice and pretty on the inside. Alright, so once that's cut, now we'll see that that fits. I don't know if you can see that very well since it's clear, but that does fit right over the top of the box. So using my Martha Stewart glue pen, I'm going to just run a small bead line of glue around the outside edge on the inside of the box. Alright, and then I'm going to lay the piece of acetate over the glue line